Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and this is the Elephas 3600 lumens mini projector that gets 5-star reviews on Amazon. Is it worth it? Keep watching to find out. Okay, so today we're going to be taking a look at a projector. Now this is not the easiest of things to review because obviously there's a lot of variables involved, such as my camera, your screen, my wall that I'm going to project on, all that kind of stuff. So take this review with a pinch of salt, as you should with most reviews. The thing that intrigued me about this, I've always been looking out for a cheap, affordable LED projector because I thought it'd be quite a nice, cool thing to have, and they do have their uses. Whether or not it can replace a monitor or a TV in a room, that's another matter. But I thought I'd give it a try. Now at the moment this actually retails on Amazon, reduced from $69.99 to $59.99, which in itself isn't a great deal of money for an LED projector, but went onto Vipon and managed to get a 50% off voucher, which thanks go to Tony from Welsh Tony One's Unboxing Reviews and How To. So check out his channel from the links below. So I managed to pick this up with an additional 10% off that as well. So I got this projector for £27.99. Less than £30 for a projector. Now at that price, you can afford to overlook some certain problems. £60, again, you can overlook a few issues. Let's take it through its paces and see how well it actually does and see if it lives up to its 5-star reviews. Okay, let's do a quick unboxing, see what we get and go through some of the specs if we can. So what do we get in here? So, okay, this is from Elephas, and basically there's an Amazon order ID gift certificate thing. So if you do a 5-star review, you can get some goodies. And here is another thing from Elephas, so if you're happy with the product or if you're unhappy. Now it does say on there, trust us, we won't let you down all the time. There's a 3-year guarantee with a 100% refund, it actually says on there. On the Amazon site, it actually says a 1-year warranty, so who knows. So we get a user manual, which, let's have a quick flip through. Yeah, that looks like to be all in actually English, and it looks pretty decent. We get a HDMI cable. Now that looks like your standard kind of 6-foot cable, so that's nice to see. You get your RCA and video jacks, which go into the 3.5mm, which is like a TTTRS kind of cable, so basically splits that down into that. So if you want to use it on an older console, maybe like a Nintendo Wii, something like that, actually perfect. You get a basic remote control, which looks actually very similar to the, was it the Fire Stick? Very similar to that. And you get a UK 3-pin power plug with the figure 8 type connection. So if you don't have one of these lying around or you need a longer one, chances are you should be able to get one of these pretty much anywhere. They've been around for donkey's years. So that's enough of the accessories. Let's see what the actual projector's like. So, there we go. Actually, not a bad looking device. Nice rounded corners. Certainly is a massive, massive improvement on the old kind of Dell projectors we'd get in schools, and if you went into a presentation, they'd wheel the thing out and add fans on it bigger than BMX wheels. Really, really bad things. But this is actually very small, so you've got a lens cap on the front by the looks of things, yeah. So that will protect the lens in transit or when it's not being used. Excellent stuff. You've also got a focus wheel and also a keystone corrector, so that is to adjust the angle. So depending on how you've got it set up, you may need to adjust your keystone to get the right picture. Got the Elephas branding on there, which, yeah, it's on there pretty good. It's not just stuck on. Got your control panel, so you've got OK button in the middle, up, down, left, right, all that kind of stuff. A back button, a source button, a menu button, and your on-off button, which are all pretty much replicated on the remote control. The only one you've got extra on here is the mute button, which is an additional button, I think, and the forward back buttons, that kind of stuff. So yeah, pretty good so far. So let's see. So on the front you've got your, that looks like it's possibly the IR receiver for the remote control. Not too sure, we'll maybe find that out a little bit later. Got quite nice accents on the front, so they've got the kind of the plastic's got molded ledges in, which looks pretty nice. On this side is your power input. Now that actually annoys me straight away. The power input, all the inputs and outputs, in theory, in my mind, should be on the back as much as possible to keep all the cables away and all in one area. So otherwise you're going to have, yeah, because on this side you've got your headphones, your AV jack, card reader, USB, HDMI and VGA all on that side. Actually, there's the IR receiver on the back. I think that is. Really difficult to tell. Yeah, so essentially when you've got it set up, you're going to have cables coming out, so it's going to look like a little girl with pigtails. It's going to have stuff everywhere. So maybe it's not going to look the most discreet when you've got it set up. Again, depending where you're going to put it. Now, talking about where you're going to put it, you've actually got some really nice rubberized feet on the bottom, which yeah, I'm just going to keep it pretty sturdy. You've also got speakers built in as well. So there's 2 speakers for stereo sound. You've got a adjustable thumb screw on the front, so you can adjust the height up and down. It's a shame actually there's not a screw thread on the bottom for a tripod of some sort. That would have been a nice thing to see, but again, most tripods you can get an adapter to get a flat plate, so that possibly isn't a major issue. And again, depending where you're going to put it, if you're going to put it maybe on a shelf somewhere or on a cabinet, then it's not a problem. If your wall is in a different position, you want to get it a bit higher, then again, you might have to stack some things up to get it in the right place, but that goes along with pretty much all projectors. So we pretty much had a look around all the ports. I suppose the best thing to do is actually get it fired up and see what it's actually like. Right, we've had a quick change and we've set it up as best we can. So this is now set up in what appears to be the optimum situation. So ideally, when you've got it set up, you want to have the projector literally kind of level with what you're projecting onto. If you've got any sort of incline or downcline or whatever the word is, if there's anything like that, when you do the keystone adjustment, then you get weird blurring at different parts of the screen, obviously because of the focal depths and all that kind of stuff. So for me, this has worked out to be the best. Now we've got this projected onto a wall, which I painted yesterday, and this, from what I can see, is the optimum setup. As you can tell at the moment, you can probably hear it coming through on the microphone, but the fan in this thing is loud. Now if I stop talking, now there is some vibration coming through the box it's on, I will give you that, but that fan is super loud. And it's not overly warm coming out of there, but that fan definitely does seem to be louder than I was expecting it to be. Considering this is a LED, I was hoping that it would be virtually silent, if not passively cooled in some way, but clearly I was mistaken. Anyway, so I'm going to flip the camera around now so you can see what it looks like. Now at the moment we've got the studio lights on, which obviously is not the ideal situation for having a display, but if you are going to be using this in some kind of way in an office or to do some kind of presentation maybe, then this will give you an idea of what you can actually see on the screen. Okay, so you can see now pretty much what I can see and you can hear pretty much what I can hear. So I am sat, my head is approximately 18 inches away from the device itself, which is probably not optimal, and the screen itself is probably a good 7 or 8 foot in front of me from the camera, and about another foot further back is the actual projector itself. So that is supposedly a white screen on the background. Now like I said, I have got my studio lights on, so we'll kill the studio lights. Hey Google, turn off the studio lights. Okay, so we've removed pretty much as much light as we possibly can out of the room. So that is pretty much as dark as you would like it to be. There's another light behind me, so I'll just kill that as well. So at the moment, it's not complete pitch darkness. I can actually see around quite happily, and hopefully you can make out what is actually on the screen itself. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through and put on some moving images so you can see what it's like. And the 56mm, it has a magnetic back, so you can attach it to maybe your shower riser, your power saw, your fridge freezer, your car maybe. Anything that's magnetic, you can mount this onto. So it's a standalone device as well. Also, it's got a little carry handle built in, and if that's not enough, it's also got an additional elasticated carry handle which goes around the perimeter. Okay, so there is a YouTube video. So here's some gaming benchmarks. So this is the what the web browser would be like. So if web browsing is going to be your thing and the way you're going to use this, then this is the kind of experience you're likely to get. So that on the wall is approximately 60 inches. Now this is rated actually up to 180 inches. So that is equivalent of pretty much a 12-foot screen, if you take into account the viewing angles. Now the actual unit itself has a native resolution of 800 by 480p, so it's not particularly high resolution, but having said that, this from sort of 7 foot away, 8 foot away, actually looks pretty good. And there is an interesting thing from The Guardian. Flood of fake star reviews inundating Amazon, which finds, which is ironic, seeing this product actually does get 5 stars, despite the noise of the fan. But still, this is the sort of experience you're going to get from it. The sound quality is actually not too bad at all. The visual quality, considering it's just a painted wall, which has only just been painted and still got a bit of reflection on it, actually looks quite good, and I can read the text from 7-8 foot away quite easily. And if I get a bit further back, yeah, the text is actually, I could quite happily read that. Kath can't, but then she needs glasses quite badly. Okay, so let's take a look in the menu of the device so you can see what that would be like. So in the picture mode, you've got color temperature, so you can change that wherever you want it to be warm, user defined, cool, depending on what works best for you. I personally prefer the warm. To the menu. So aspect ratio, you can choose between aspect ratios. So you've got automatic, so it picks it up for you. Panorama, just scan, zoom, zoom 2, 16:9, 4:3, or automatic. So automatic, I think, is the best looking one at the moment. So you've got noise reduction, at the moment it's set to middle. To be honest with you, this sort of resolution, I don't think it's going to make a great deal of difference. You've got the projection direction, you've got your HDMI mode, you can reduce the display size, so if it's a bit too big you can always reduce it down, and in the on-screen language you've got English, a couple of others I would imagine. Yeah, Czech, France, all the others, so plenty of options to choose from. Restore factory defaults, you can do blending, the on-screen display duration, you can make it so it automatically turns off and all that kind of stuff. You can do a software update via USB, which is pretty handy. Sleep timer, sound mode. So the sound mode you can choose between movie, there's a couple of other options there. Sports, user, standard. So if you listen to music, it will basically turn up the treble and the bass. If you're watching a movie, the bass gets turned up a little bit further to give you those extra kind of things. And sports, it reduces it all down quite a lot. User standard at 50-50, so halfway. So let's put on movie, and I suppose we should probably show a movie trailer. So let's see what we can find for a trailer, just so you can get an idea of what this would be like if you're going to watch an actual movie. Let's turn the volume right up.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now.
Okay, so there you go. There is a review and look at the Elephas 3600 lumens projector, which actually I'm gonna have to turn this off because it is really noisy. So there we go. Now we've got a bit of peace and quiet so we can actually discuss this device in some more detail. So for £30 that I paid, or £27.99, I'll be completely honest, it's a steal. At that sort of price, you'd be mad not to buy one. Purely for almost the gimmick factor, the ability to watch whatever's on your laptop, a USB stick, whatever, onto a wall in your house, maybe in your garden, out on the garage, whatever it may be in the summer. It'll be great in the summer, just project it onto your garage or something. Absolutely brilliant. Even project it onto the washing line, put a big white sheet on your washing line and watch a movie outside in the summer. It'd be fantastic. Is it going to be useful as a replacement for your everyday monitor or computer screen? Definitely not. 100%. It's not got the clarity, the resolution to do that. It's usable, but I think for a long time as a desktop use, I think it would become tiring. But for PowerPoint presentations, watching movies, casual web browsing, that kind of stuff, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. If you don't want to use it with a PC or whatever, using it with a games console, games are going to be absolutely fine. Again, with games, you don't generally need that much detail. They look fine from a distance. If you're an Xbox or console user, you're probably quite used to maybe lying in bed or being on a sofa and your TV being 8-9 foot away from you. So the actual clarity isn't going to be an issue. As a PC user, a slightly different thing altogether, because we're used to being kind of that far away from the screen and having like a 1080p, 1440p, 4K resolution right up in front of you. This is going to be a massive shift to kind of get used to that level of detail not being there for you anymore. But again, as a media consumption device, PowerPoint, show friends your photos, all that kind of stuff, yeah, you can't go too far wrong. The slight quirks of the fan being way too loud, I don't know whether that's just this specific unit or whether that is a current thing. Unfortunately, pretty much all the reviews on Amazon that you can see of this device, I've all given it 5 stars and have all gone completely head over heels with it. There's about 2 reviews which are given a 1-star review, which are not quite so favourable. So if I was going to give this a review on Amazon, which I may possibly do, in my honest opinion, out of 5, I would give this 3.5. If it is purely on value alone, I would give it the 5, because certainly for £30 that I paid, even for the £60 if you bought it full price, it does represent tremendous value for money. But is it the perfect product? Well, no, it definitely isn't. The screen quality isn't that sharp. The fan is certainly distracting, although with the volume up at higher levels, anything over sort of 25-30 on the volume from the unit actually overrides the fan on the inside. So in a larger room, it's going to be fine, but in a smaller confined room or later at night, that potentially could be an issue for some people. So yes, it's not a perfect product, but it's actually very close to being desirable, I would say. So anyway, I've waffled on way too long. If you've got any comments or questions about this unit, please feel free to put them in the comments section below. But in the meantime, I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and this has been the Elephas 3600 lumens mini projector. Catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.